Well, good morning everybody, welcome to another review video, the second one this week. Apologise for the delay, had a few little things to deal with this week. But this is just second review video this week, and we're in Germany, and we are in Koln Bonn, or actually Koln Bonn International Airport here. So this is Koln Bonn Echo Delta Delta Kilo. It's the scenery by Airsoft Simwings. It's currently for the PC, and this is the current version, which is 1.0.8.0. They recently released a small update which updates the Vdgs system on the airport. So download is actually 65 meg, and it installs to a size of 1.75 gigabytes. Now you install this, like most of their sceneries, via the Airsoft One app. So basically that's the app, which is a 65 meg download. You install it, and then you simply insert your serial key into the app, and it locates the scenery you've purchased, and you start the install. Currently this is available for both Sim Market and the Airsoft shop. Prices are the same, and those prices are €18.10, which equates to $18.15 US, or £15.50 UK. US and UK prices are estimates and include VAT or tax, which may of course vary depending on which country you're in when you make the purchase. Now, for some reason this only came up for me anyway recently, within the last week, although the scenery's been available since June last year. Since June 2020. It's been out for a while. But I like Germany. I lived there for a couple of years, many years ago when I was younger, and this is a nice airport to fly into, fairly local, and there's lots here to see, and lots to really recommend this project. So I thought we'd do a review on it, and I'll try and make it quick, but as ever we'll cover as much as we can. So thanks for joining me. Let's get first of all, let's go along and start talking about some history. Okay, so Koln Bonn International Airport, Echo Delta Delta Kilo, is a public and military use international airport for the city of Cologne, Germany's fourth largest city. The airport also serves Bonn, the former capital of what was West Germany. The airport is owned and operated by Flughafen Koln Bonn GmbH, and was named after a former native of the city, Konrad Adenauer, the first post-war chancellor of what was West Germany. The airport lies 7.5 miles or 12 kilometers southeast of the city centre. With around 12.4 million passengers passing through it in 2017, it's the 7th largest passenger airport in Germany and the 3rd largest in terms of cargo operations. As of March 2015, the airport operated services to 115 passenger destinations in 35 countries. So the airport is located in the district of Porz and is surrounded by the Warner Heide Nature Reserve, and is also 9.9 miles or 16 kilometers southeast of the city of Bonn. Koln Bonn Airport is one of the country's few 24-hour airports and serves as a hub for Eurowings, Federal Express and UPS airlines, as well as a focus city for several leisure and low-cost airlines. It is also a host of the German and European space agencies, Deutsches Zentrum für Luft- und Raumfahrt, or DLR, and the European Astronaut Centre, EAC, part of the European Space Agency, which trains astronauts for space explorations. 1913 saw the first plane take off from what was then Warner Heide military training area on an artillery reconnaissance flight. In 1939 an airfield was built for the German Luftwaffe. After World War II, the British military took over and expanded the airport, adding a 6,122 foot or 1.866 metre runway. In 1951, the airport was opened for civilian air traffic, superseding the former Cologne Butzweilerhof airport. During the 1950s and 1960s, 2 additional runways and a new passenger terminal were constructed. On the 1st of November 1970, a Boeing 747 jumbo jet took off for New York City from the airport for the first time. Koln Bonn Airport was chosen by United Parcel Service, or UPS, in 1986 as the location for their European hub. In the late 1990s, the airport started an expansion program with several new parking lots and a second terminal being built, and in 2004 a new long-distance railway station was opened. Koln Bonn Airport has two passenger terminals which are located directly beside each other. The older Terminal 1 is a 1970s building that sports large surfaces of bare concrete in its design. Features a U-shaped main building with shops, restaurants, check-in and service facilities, and a visitor's deck on the roof, as well as a star-shaped piers B and C with 5 aircraft stands each, plus a central airside hall between them. In 2004, additional facilities were added, including security check facilities, more shops and restaurants, as well as three additional stands. All 10 stands at both piers feature jet bridges, while the other 3 use walkboarding. Also, several bus boarding stands are available at the apron. Terminal 1 is used by Eurowings, which occupy most of the Landside check-in facilities, along with Lufthansa and Austrian Airlines. Terminal 1 features its own direct connection to the railway station. Construction of Terminal 2 began in June 1997 and it began operations in June 2000. The terminal was located to the north of Terminal 1. Both feature separate check-in facilities but are connected through a landside walkway. As part of a plan approval procedure, the airport is currently seeking approval for building an airside connection between both terminals. I'm not sure if we've actually reached a point where that connection's been approved and built, so I can't say at this point. Terminal 2 is a modern style rectangular building made out of glass and steel, which is equipped with 8 stands with jet bridges, as well as several stands for bus boarding. It's used by several airlines such as Ryanair and Iran Air. Terminal 2 is also directly connected to the airport's railway system via a basement level. So that kind of wraps up some of the history. Let's go down now and have a look at the runways for you. So runways, and as you can see I've lowered the lighting. It's now just before 8 PM local time here in the summer, well it's September now. Koln Bonn Airport operates 3 runways. Runway 14 left, 32 right is the longest, measuring 12,516 feet or 3,815 meters, and is made from asphalt. And we're looking down that runway 14 left now. Runway 14 right, 32 left is the shortest runway, measuring 6,112 feet or 1,863 meters, and it's made from a concrete asphalt mixture. Runway 2406 comes in the middle and measures 8,067 feet or 2,459 meters, and is also made from a concrete asphalt mix. Airport elevation lies at an altitude of 302 feet or 92 meters. So here we are, runway 14 left, 32 right, features approach lighting system with sequence flashing lights, and you can see them operating there. Precision approach path indicators on the left side of the runway there. Runway end identifier lights, which are located at both ends of the runway. This runway also has an instrument landing system certified to Cat 3B low visibility landings. It also has RNP and NDB approach options available at both ends of the runway. So basically all these features are available at both ends. Let's just go and have a quick look at 32 right, the other end. So here we are looking down the throat of runway 32 right, which is the other end of the runway, and as you can see, its features are exactly the same. We've got the approach lighting system, the runway end identifier lighting, and everything else just as it should be. So here we are looking down the throat of runway 32 left. So runway 14 right, 32 left, and we're looking along 32 left at the moment, features a simplified short approach lighting system with runway alignment indicator lights, and precision approach path indicators again on the left side of the runway. And this runway supports RNP approaches only. So if we go up to one of the other end, runway 14 right, So here we are looking down the slope of runway 13 right, the other end of the runway, and you can see the features are exactly the same as the other end 32 left. So runway 06 features the simplified short approach lighting system with runway alignment indicator lights and precision approach path indicators again on the left side of the runway. And you only have RNP approach options available for this runway. So here we are looking at the threshold of 06, and you can see exactly what it has there. So here we are looking at the other end, runway 24, and this runway features the approach lighting system with sequence flashing lights, and you can see there. Precision approach path indicators again on the left side of the runway, runway end identifier lighting, and this runway also has a standard instrument landing system and an RMP approach option available too. So there you go, that about does it for runways. 3 runways, 6 landing and departing ends, low visibility equipped runways as well. You've got pretty much everything you need at this airport, and it's quite big. It's a huge location. And off the top of my head, it's another Airsoft Simwings beautifully done product. So let's get down and have a look at Jetways. What we're going to do is place my aircraft at one of the Jetway equipped stands, bring it up today, and we'll have a look at the Jetway and see how that works. Okay, so let's run the Jetway test. You have 11 Jetways at this airport. There are 4 on each of the 2 satellite piers. The satellite piers there to the left, and then there's another 4 on Terminal 2, which is north. So let's just get this gate moving and see how it works. There she goes. Got a feeling this might actually go right through the tug, but let's see. Well, it's going across the passenger walkway, but it's not a problem necessarily if it clears it. Yeah, straight through the tug. That's a pity. But that, certainly looking from this side, is a really good marry up with the aircraft. Let's have a look at the other side. That's pretty excellent, as you can see. That's a really good marry up with the aircraft. Unfortunately, because of the way Asobo positions its tugs, the Jetway wheels have gone right through the tug and smashed it, which is unfortunate, but there you go. That's not Airsoft's fault. The Jetway functions as it should do. Let's just remove it back. So there you can see that pretty much marries up really well. It didn't go through the aircraft skin at all, hardly, which is really impressive. So there you go, that does it for the Jetway. Really impressed with the Jetways. It works really well, so you should have no problem. Right, so let's get down to the airport proper and have a look round this and begin a tour. So that was the Jetways for you. They all work really nicely, and actually they look pretty good too. So quite impressed with that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a quick tour of this airport, airside and landside, and just basically have a look and let you have a look at the detail. I don't want to spend too much time on this. The airport's been out for a while, but I did want to showcase just how it looks, and then we'll go inside and have a look at what internal work's been done, drop down to a DUSK and have a look at the lighting. Just want to try and keep this short. So we'll start with an airside tour. So here you can see the aircraft stands on Terminal 1. Really does look quite good. I love the detail. These are the satellites. You look at the ground clutter, there's tons of it. Now we're coming round to Terminal 2. There's a connecting bridge there, which you can't really see outside here. But as you can see, there's weathering on the tarmac. The stands look great. The clutter looks brilliant. It's a beautifully equipped airport. Really, really good. the road system as well is just phenomenal. So much to see here. It's such a detailed airport. Good trees and stuff there. Just coming across some of the roads. We'll go back to the terminal in a minute. It's hard to know really which way to go here, but I just wanted to just go across and have a look at some of the detail here on the buildings and the car parks, the lights. Here's a DHL building over here. You've even got the aeroplane, look. The roads are nicely done as well. Great to see the traffic. Nice hotel there. I mean, there's just so much to see. And cargo trucks, this is the cargo centre, this is Landside. Again, the beautiful details here. Building's pretty impressive as well. Just come round the corner to airside. There's the airside part. So we go back towards the terminal area looking at the road system. And the buildings are just stunning. And just a little look at the features in the airport structure. Here you've got that beautiful little design structure, and here you've got roads going under bridges. There's Bayer, which is a famous name in Germany. And here we are coming across the car parks. As you can see, the car parks are beautifully painted and delineated. Vehicles are really good. And some hoardings there as well. Signage is fantastic. We have a look at this structure here. There's the Koln Bonn airport sign. And the name of the gentleman the airport's named after. So look at the tower while we're here. Looks great from the outside. Okay, no real internal development, but it's there and it looks okay, it's fine. Quite happy with that. So we're going down towards the FedEx cargo centre. Again, you can see the roads and the building are beautifully defined. Loads of clutter. All perfectly acceptable for a cargo vision department here. I mean, this is just wonderful work. It's just really good to see people like Airsoft Simwings, who have done such wonderful work for P3D and FSX in the past, really taking on flights in 2020 and producing such stunning work here. I mean, the building quality is wonderful. So that's DHL. Now we're coming up on UPS. We'll go up and have a look at the tower here, which I got a feeling, I'm wondering which may well be completed inside. We'll see. But again, look at the weathering on the buildings. The whole thing is really beautiful. Right, okay, just looking from outside there, we've got the same internal situation as with the other tower. But nice to see the radar working. So just finishing off this little bit of airside here down by the cargo centre. It's really, really nicely done. While we are here, let's go and have a look at the runway taxiway signage. So as you can see from here, the tarmac is really nicely done. A little bit of weathering here. The signs are really clear. Centre lines are really good. And you've got your airfield edge lights, plenty of those. Let's go up and have a look at the signage generally. So taxiway alpha leading on to runway 32 right there. Really nice signage, no problem. And this is a sign for vehicles which may want to go out onto the runway, such as airfield ops. And there you go, signage for the runway entry, and you've got wigwags as well. So really high quality signage, no problem at all here. And just an overview, there you can see the signage, the red and white signage leading into the runway, and the appropriate X's to show you where taxiways are basically can't be used or closed, and a nice view in the other direction there. So continuing a quick tour, UPS building. I mean, the detail is wonderful. It's just beautiful detail there. Oh, it's a stunning building. There in the distance you've got a blast screen where they take aircraft in to do engine run-up tests. And here yet another example of some wonderful sort of building construction and the way they've done all this. It's just really nice. Really good attention to detail. I've got no complaints at all. It's just fantastic. One or two little stutters, but given the amount of scenery here, it's just stunning. And this is the other thing I wanted to see here. Okay, you've got lovely little tunnels there. It's a pity that the barriers are staying in the way and the vehicles go in right through the barriers, but I don't know that we've got to that level of realism or ability in the sim yet, but it does look good, and I just think it's lovely. So let's have a look inside one of the terminal buildings. So here, first of all, just to look from outside, we're looking at Terminal 1. And here you can see there's animated passengers and there's stuff going on inside. So let's pop inside and have a look. I mean, that's pretty impressive. Beautifully done internal. Passengers, very realistic looking and animated, even the ones sitting down. And there you've got the stairwell going down to the lower floor as well. So shops all seem to be closed, but no problem. And looking out through the window there, okay, it looks like there's no glass at all, but yes, no problem, it's just a nitpick really. So just a quick look at the other end. Looks fine, looks perfectly fine to me. So a quick look at Terminal 2 now. As you can see, we're looking through the glass. They've got details and stuff inside there. I love the revolving doors. We go down to look at the bottom there. As you can see, you've got passenger walkways where the passengers come down the stairs and out through the doors and get onto the aircraft via walkway rather than using a jetway. Here you've got your visual good docking guidance system. Let's pop inside. So here we are on the lower level. Just a moment ago I saw a passenger walking down here. So let's just hang about for a second and see whether he appears again. There he comes, as if on cue. Okay, the stairwells don't move, but he does. There we go. I don't think I've seen that animation before. That's really good. Very nice indeed. And he's going up the other side. So here we are looking inside Terminal 2. Lovely to see the palm trays. This has been actually beautifully done. This is slightly better looking than Terminal 1. Very nice. And yet more passengers going up and down the stairs. The seats are really good. Inside of the terminal looks really good. We'll have a quick run down through the terminal to have a look at this. The palm trees are lovely. All the shops are closed, which is a pity, but there we go. But that's nice internal development. Be interesting to see what it looks like from inside the aircraft during the darkness hours. Oh, that's interesting. That's probably a little thing for the kids to play on. So here's the inside of the terminal from Landside. There's all the check-in desks and signage. Lots of bits and pieces. It's very, very nicely done. And looking in the other direction, the only thing that bothers me there is you've got it seems like the building's a bit unfinished if you were to walk off the edge here and fall down to the ground. But here we are outside Landside of the building. It looks really great. This is a whole glass and steel terminal, as I said in the history introduction. So it's correctly built in terms of modelling. But like I said, it's probably, I don't know if it's a developer's issue or the way it is, but doing this looks great from the outside, but inside it looks like you've got no glass at all and you can literally fall out. But it looks really impressive from the outside. It's a lovely building. And there's a view in the other direction. The building looks great. The car models look nice, and you've got signage out there by the road. Looks really, really good. So there you go. That was a quick tour of the airport. There's lots to see here. I'm going to turn the light down to dusk now and have a look at the lighting generally. So 8:15 in the evening local time. Sun's literally about to dip below the horizon there, you can see in the distance. And that looks really nice, very nice there. The lighting is very subtle, beautifully done. It's the similar sort of tungsten yellow lighting that's seen at many airports around the world. Gives you that kind of yellow glow, really, really nice. And there we are looking towards Terminal 1. We've got the two satellite stands there and the cargo centre further down. The lighting, beautiful. It's yet another airport that really comes to life in the darkness hours because the lighting's been so well done. So a close-up look at Terminal 2 here at dusk. As you can see, the stand lighting is brilliant. There's not an Asobo globe in sight. All the stand markings are cleared. It just looks wonderful. And there you can see our passengers in through the glass windows moving about. Internal lighting in the terminal looks good. Here we are at Terminal 1, just literally around the corner from where my aircraft is parked, and again you can see through the glass. Lighting in the terminal is wonderful. You can see all the activity. Let's have a look from the inside of my aircraft. So having pulled up at the stand, this is the kind of view that you would get. And here we are looking across past the first officer's seat. This is the kind of view you get looking at when you pull up to one of the stands, which is just the kind of thing you want. There's a certain realism about it that makes it very, very nice. And once again, there's a little overview of the stand where my aircraft is parked, and you can see the lighting is really beautifully done. It's very subtle and it's just really nice. So a quick look Landside. There you can see Terminal 1 Landside, all the cars and the lighting. Okay, so now we start to get Asobo globes hanging in the air, and here you've got lights that don't appear to be switched on. However, no problem at all. That's really nice. It loses its sort of sharpness as you get close, but it's okay. And there's a nice little shot here showing Landside, just some of the lighting and the way it looks. Got some flags here that are not flowing in the wind because it's not windy. Lighting's really good here, and I like these signs, the way they're lit, and as you can see this whole thing goes on. I mean, the lighting is generally beautiful. It's very subtle, really nicely done. And there's a shot looking towards the moon, and you can see the traffic that's lit going through the barriers. It all adds to the ambience of the airport. Looks really good. And there's the cargo centre, all fully lit up. Just great, very, very nice. So a quick look at some of the taxiways and signage here. You've got green centerline taxiway lights, which are good. There's your blue airfield edge lights. Signage for the taxiways looks really good, very sharp, no problems there at all. And here coming towards the runway entrance, there you've got the Cat 2-3 signs, the wigwags. Now we go up close, that looks really nice, no problem with that at all. So that's dusk. Let's turn the lights down to night so you can have a look. Okay, 10 PM local time, and as you can see we're pretty much in the dead of night, and that looks beautiful. I love the way this is lit. It's very, very nice indeed. The tungsten yellow works for me, and you can see the green taxiway lines extend all the way into the parking area, so that looks really good. We're looking at the cargo centre dead ahead of us there. There's the Terminal 1 parking zone to the left with the 2 satellites, that's here. And then here's Terminal 2 with additional stands. And again, lighting looks fantastic, looks very impressive. So just a close-up look at Terminal 1 here where my aircraft is parked, and you can see it all looks good. I mean, the lighting looks lovely, the buildings look wonderful as they always do, and you can see the passengers milling about inside. The airport sign is lit, looks pretty good. Not much going on in one of the control towers there. But generally, I think the airport looks really, really nice at night. It's very impressive. There's a good example of the roads in the darkness. You've got plenty of light enabling you to find your way to the stand. The green centerline lights, the actual taxiway lighting is very impressive. Some of the best I've seen. And again, I haven't seen any vehicles entering the runways, which is another plus for me. Little bit closer look at the FedEx building on the cargo side there, and you can see there's loads of lighting. The whole place is lit up in so many ways. It looks really impressive. So there's a view looking towards the city, and you've got the main terminal complex here, and this is part of the cargo area. And the road lighting is lovely as well. Look here, you've got this little tunnel that the vehicles go through. It's really, really nice. Let's turn it up to dawn, have a look at the lighting, see how the airport's bathed in the early morning light. Okay, 10 to 7 in the morning, and as you can see the sun is beginning to come up, and you've got the last estimates of lighting existing on the airport, but it looks really good. Looking across the runway towards the cargo centre and beyond, very, very nice. Good, really good lighting, really impressive. Okay, just before 7 o'clock now, and as you can see, pretty much the last of the lighting has gone out, and we're literally working towards the proper sunrise now. And the whole airport's bathed in its beautiful sunrise glow. Okay, 8:30 in the morning, the sun's well up, and here we are looking at the airport generally. Time to wrap up the review and give you my thoughts. Do I like it? Yep, of course. It's another winner from Airsoft Simwings. The install isn't too bad at all. It's fairly large at 1.7 gig, but it's not a problem at all. They've done a really, really nice job. Some things they obviously decided they didn't want to do, and there are other things that they've done really well. I've not seen passengers walking down stairways before. I love the glass terminal. The only downside about that is it looks as though there's nothing there when you view from the inside. But that may change as the simulation improves and things become more interesting for developers to take advantage of. I think it's a really good scenery, and I think it's very, very well priced as well. €18 or £15 UK. It's really quite nicely priced for the work that's gone into this. And yeah, for those of you in the UK or in Central Eastern Europe, another nice airport, literally within 1 or 2 hours of where you live. Nice little short flight, and looks really good, especially after dark. No hesitation in recommending it. It's been out, as I said, since 2020. Those of you who've got it, or those of you who were thinking about it but never made the plunge, I hope this video's helped. So there we go, it's Airsoft Simwings Koln Bonn International Airport, Echo Delta Delta Kilo. It's a payware scenery by the Airsoft Simwings team. Currently version 1.0.8.0, and it's for the PC version of Flight Sim 2020 only at the moment. Downloads at 65 meg, basically you install the Airsoft 1 app, which is 65 meg download, and then using that app you install the software, which will install into your community folder a file of 1.75 gigabyte. Currently the scenery is available from Sim Market and the Airsoft shop. Prices are the same, €18.10, which equates to $18.15 US or £15.50 UK. US and UK prices are estimates, and they do include VAT and tax, which of course may vary depending on your country of purchase. So tried to keep this short, but again it's another airport with so much to see, so much I actually haven't touched on. But certainly worth a trip in here, and certainly worth the price in my opinion. Very, very nice. So thank you for joining me, and I hope you enjoyed this short review. Trying to keep it short. I really need to work on getting my videos a little bit shorter. but I hope you've enjoyed it. Thanks very much for being with me. This is Lee, your virtual airline pilot, saying thanks again. I will see you in the next video. 2 new scenery reviews coming out next week, plus I'm hoping to get a 737-800 flight video in, and also to try and do a review of that aircraft as well at some point soon. Thanks again, you guys take care, have a great week, and I will see you in the next video. Bye bye for now.